Hall of Famer Dr. Lou Moran and Damian Walton. And inside the ring, your referee in charge of the action, Thomas Taylor. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing multicolored trunks, he weighed in 153 1/4 pounds. In 36 professional fights, his record, 32 victories, just 4 defeats, 26 big wins coming by way of knockout, presentando de Sinaloa, México, Jorge Chino Perez. And across the ring stands his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Wearing camouflage trunks trimmed in red, he weighed in 153 pounds. In 21 professional fights, he is perfect with 21 victories, no defeats, 16 wins coming by way of knockout, presenting the undefeated rising superstar in the super welterweight division. From Cleveland, Ohio, he is Bad News Charles Conwell!
Boxer Chief Center. Okay, back up a little bit. Coach, come on the other side. Come on the other side, Coach. All right, just so you guys know, everything underneath the orange letters and above is going to be good. Everything underneath these orange letters and above is going to be good, all right? You got my instructions in the back. Protect yourselves at all times. Listen to my commands. Touch them up. Back to your corner, gentlemen. Good. Good.
Is Conwell about to deliver more bad news and keep his record perfect? Or can El Chino from Sinaloa, Mexico ruin the momentum Conwell has worked so hard to get going? Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is the co-main event of the evening, super welterweight division. Conwell in the orange and camo, Perez in the white trunks with red gloves.
Now, Gabe, I know you're talking about Perez getting on the inside. I actually think the outside is where he needs to do most of his work. That's where he's got a little bit of a reach advantage on Charles Conwell. And Conwell, we've seen when he goes to the body, he can be very effective.
Sure. Let's see if Perez can use that reach and height advantage. He's shrinking down a little bit. Is that what you want to do when you're the bigger, taller fighter? Shrink down there to Charles's level?
You know, I don't think you want to give up your height. You know, you want to stay tall, especially if you're fighting the outside. You know, you can hunch down when you're fighting in the inside game, but for the outside, you don't want to give up your height.
Perez has never been stopped. 7 straight wins. He's got momentum too. Something's got to give.
Conwell is a very complete fighter. He's strong, good power, but also very defensively responsible. Statistically, he's a very good defensive fighter.
Nice shots there from Perez. With those orange gloves are probably easy to see coming. It's like construction orange.
Good body shot there from Conwell.
Perez said that Conwell likes to pressure and that he's been working on landing counter shots going backwards. There's one right there. Nice start for Perez. Does not appear to be intimidated at all. We've seen in the past, Conwell just slowly grinds you down and eventually puts you away. Conwell stops 9 of his last 11 opponents.
Perez is having success in the outside so far. You know, sticking that long jab out there and landing actually some good body shots. Conwell has to close that gap, start fighting in the inside.
Good slip there, the body shot from Perez.
Let him go. Listen for that bell, gentlemen. Time right there, active bell.
It's a 12-round fight, I get it. But you gotta stab. You gotta stab a little faster. Work that stab up and down. Stab low, stab high, stab low, stab high.
Be ready with the job. Be ready with the job. And then you get the right downstairs. Now keep his chances away. Don't give him any extra chances. You're doing perfect. You're doing perfect. Keep going that way. Keep going that way. That's what I want to see. That's it. That's it. This was our round. Let's go.
They're very happy, Gabe.
Yeah, I think Perez, you know, it wasn't a wide round, but I think Perez did win that first round. I think Conwell was not busy enough. You know, his corner was telling him you need to jab up and down and be a little more busy.
You also heard Conwell's corner talk about how it's a 12-round fight. This is Conwell's first scheduled 12-round fight, so maybe he's easing his way into it a little bit.
Yeah, for sure, because he kind of said that, like, you know, I know it's a 12-round fight, but you got to stay more busy.
Conwell in his fourth fight with Golden Boy. 3 spectacular wins heading into this one. His fourth fight in a year. And Gabe, he said what he's never been able to do before is the success and the things he's done well in sparring. He says that's hard to transition into a pro fight. Nice right hand there from Perez, but he said he's been able to do that lately because he's so comfortable.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and that's what happens when you stay active. It just comes like second nature to you.
Perez having some success to the body, which caused a reaction from Conwell.
Some nice little footwork this round from Perez. Throwing body shots, spinning out, just making Conwell think in the middle of the ring.
Double left hook from Conwell. Fighting out of Cleveland, Ohio. Says he'd love to headline a card there.
Yeah, Conwell starting to rip that left hook now, doubling up top and to the body.
Boy, this is shaping up to be a really good fight. A slugfest. Perez going tit for tat.
No punch. Gotta let it go, okay? Let it go.
And I think it's smart that Conwell's kind of stepping on the gas right here because you want to get that respect. You know, you don't want to think Perez, you don't want to let Perez think he's in the fight.
Nice jab, and you would think with the 6-inch reach advantage, that would be the money punch for Perez.
Work on that. Charles, pull your arm
Death
out.
by 1,000 jabs. Who's the tallest fighter you were in there with, Gabe? Do you remember?
You know, Selecki was pretty tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 6'2". And I like what Conwell's doing in this round, getting his rhythm, letting the combinations go.
Yeah, that left hook has been a pretty good weapon for Conwell in this round.
Sergio says that he liked facing taller guys because he'd rather punch up than punch down. Good right hand for Perez, and caught him with a left hook. Some real good early success for the Mexican.
Straight back. Time.
That's it. That's how we need to close every single round. All right? You go first. You go first. And be careful. But you're doing great. Your attitude is perfect. Perfect. Don't trust. Don't trust. Don't give in. Don't give in. Don't let him do anything. That's how you need to do it. The way you're doing it is perfect. It's perfect. You're going from less to more. That's the way you do it, all right? Let's go. Keep going down. Keep going down.
Right here, Conwell closing the gap, landing a short right uppercut and then doubling that hook. Great combinations right there by Conwell. Lopez throwing shots back. Conwell rolling with the shots, catching the body shot right there with the elbow. Good stuff right here by Conwell defensively.
Jorge. 3. Grab that stool, gentlemen.
Perez doing better than you thought he would, Chris?
No, Perez is a good fighter. He's one of those guys that you've seen in recent fights. Good right hand there from Conwell. His losses, 3 of them by split decision, and even the one against Carlos Ocampo, that was a fight that he said I wasn't ready for. That was back during the pandemic of 2020. Only had a couple of weeks' notice, and Ocampo was far more experienced going into that fight. So everything we've seen from Perez throughout the course of his career has suggested that he is a pretty good fighter.
Very similar numbers according to CompuBox. Downstairs goes Conwell. He's really targeting that body. Look at the elbows now tucked in from Perez, who's shrinking a little bit.
Joe, pull your arm out. Good job.
Nice body shot right there, man. Perez felt that.
Couple right hands, and then downstairs goes Perez.
That was good work right there by Perez. He got that left hook to the body pad.
Yeah, 3 straight right hands, then left to the body.
Whoa, nice body shot. That was beautiful.
Conwell shaking his head no, but that usually means yes in boxing.
The beauty of that was he started up top and finished to the body.
Guys, hands are free. Work out that. Charles, let the arm go.
You know, there's a high-paced fight, man, but both fighters are, like, real comfortable in their zone.
Pull the arm out. Jorge, let the arm in. Stop.
Conwell constantly telling us how comfortable he feels, and how the ring has become his home. Now let his hands go a little bit more, but Perez right there, and he's trying to bully. Conwell lands a left uppercut.
No punch, no punch.
That was a nice sneaky left uppercut by Perez, and he switched it up because he went to the body with the left hook and snuck that left uppercut in.
And then a right. Conwell seems a little bit taken back by the success Perez is having.
Well, Perez is crafty, man. He's not a fast fighter, but he knows how to place his shots.
He told us yesterday, he said, look, I may not look that strong, I may look tall and skinny, but I've got plenty of power. Believe me, I pack a big punch. Again, Conwell shaking his head no.
Yeah, but that was good right hand there from Conwell. He's had some good work this round, slipping these punches, blocking these punches. Conwell's defense, I think, has been pretty sharp.
Success there for Conwell offensively, and there's the bell to end round 3.
Right here. Looks like Conwell has a cut.
But Tom, listen to me. You gotta turn your pace up. You know what I'm saying?
Right here, Conwell closing the distance with that jab, and straight right to the body. But then right here, you have Perez loading up with that right, and then he sneaks that straight left to the body. Left hook to the body. The Perez, man, he's loading up here, man, but he's throwing sneaky shots, and he gets that left uppercut in between, finishing with an overhand right. Good stuff in that round.
Conwell's corner basically saying, you got to do more. Come on. Conwell telling us yesterday, I've got to make a statement in this fight to show everyone that I deserve a title shot. Plenty of time to go, as Chris Mannix mentioned. This is the first time Conwell's been scheduled for a 12-rounder. Chris, you got it 2-1 for Conwell.
Yeah, I've got it 2 rounds to 1, 29-28 in favor of Charles Conwell. I thought his body work in the last round was a bit of a difference maker for Conwell, but these rounds are incredibly close. Perez clearly came to win in this fight. His activity, as you can tell from the corner of Conwell, is an area of concern.
Well, Conwell won't stop coming forward unless you force him back. He likes to be on the front foot.
It's a nice up jab right there by Conwell.
Go the arm, let go of the arm. All right, stop, no punch. Straight back, guys.
This is Perez's second fight in the U.S.
Good left hand there by Perez.
Charles, you gotta let him go, Charles. All right, stop, no
Conwell
punch.
holding on a little bit. A lot of Mexican fans here chanting Chino here. They're behind Jorge Perez. Good sequence here for Conwell. And now Conwell stepping in with those power shots.
Stop. Straight back. Go.
The referee needs to just get out of the way of these two.
Yeah, I like that move by Thomas Taylor. Had to break them up in that moment, but quickly got out to let these guys keep going at it.
Jorge, pull your arm out. All right, stop. No punch. Straight back.
Now, we saw a lot of controversy recently over in England.
Charles, pull your arm
David
out.
Adelaide getting that
Jorge, let
knockout
it go.
win. The referee saying break, pulling the glove down. What was your take on that, Chris?
That was bad refereeing, in my opinion.
Stop. Watch that action holding, all right?
Thanks for that in-depth analysis there.
I didn't say it was bad refereeing.
Bob
Right,
Torrance
stop. No punch. Straight
gave
back.
me that
guys.
line, by the way.
Let's go.
One of your biggest fans in the truck, Chris.
Whoa. Man, Perez is doing some really good work in this round. Good inside work, doubling up with that hook up top, finishing to the body.
Yeah, both these guys are digging downstairs to the body. Both having success.
They are not listening to the ref.
Time. Hey, you gotta watch back here, all right? When you guys are up, you gotta watch that back here. Keep the head out. Time in. Go.
I love the aggression, though, from both of these fighters. They both want it so bad. DAZN heading to the city that never sleeps. New York City, right there. There will be a boxing match in Times Square. Ryan Garcia, Rolly Romero, the headliner, May 2nd. Also, Devin Haney, Jose Ramirez, Teofimo Lopez, and Arnold Barboza Jr. And then the next night, 6,500 miles away, that's where I'll be with Chris Mannix in Saudi Arabia as Canelo Alvarez returns to Riyadh season on DAZN to face William Skull for the undisputed super middleweight title. That's available for purchase as a bundle or individually on DAZN.
Yeah.
Man, there's some good inside work right here, you know. Conwell throwing some rapid punches and Perez going right back, firing back.
Number 5.
How do you feel like this fight's starting to evolve right now, Gabe?
You know, man, it's an even fight. It's an even fight. And Perez did some real good work in the inside in the last round. I think Conwell needs to get back to the jab. Set the combinations off the jab. He's diving in, but he's diving in without a jab.
Yeah, I agree. I think Conwell's instincts have started to take over these last couple of rounds. You look at when he was having the most success in the first 3, he was fighting off that jab, going downstairs to the body. Now he's kind of trying to make it a fight in the phone booth, which I get the instinct, but he's much more successful when he's fighting behind the jab.
Yeah, for sure. He's falling into the trap of just fighting. And that was a great combo right there.
Conwell just blasting through the guard there.
And Conwell has a great jab because he throws like a flicker jab and then he throws a shotgun jab. He switches it up. So when the jab is busy, he's dominating when the jab is busy.
I know it sounds a little cliche, but for Jorge Perez, I feel like his best defense is his offense.
Oh, for sure.
Puts that earmuff guard up. Conwell just blasts right through it. Got to keep Conwell away with that long jab. Not quite the height difference we're going to see in our main event, but it might look a little bit similar with Fundora sticking that long jab right in the face of Badillo.
You know, it's subtle, Gabe, but you can clearly see the activity of Conwell picking up this round, whereas maybe with Perez, a little bit less than we saw in the first 4.
No, for sure. Conwell's throwing some more combinations. He's firing hard shots.
Nice lefts for Conwell. He's finding a little bit more success now.
I like that move by Conwell. Threw a 2-punch combination, then got out. Didn't get tied up, didn't wind up in a clinch with Perez.
But then Perez letting his hands go.
Charles, let the arm go, Charles. Gotta let it go. All right, stop, no punch. Gotta let that go, okay? Go.
Nice right for Conwell. He'll throw in between the punches with Perez all night long. Perez can't afford to just stand still.
And some good inside work by both fighters. I think Conwell's getting the best of it. Perez is getting some good shots in between.
All right, stop, no punch, straight back. Time right there.
Up next, it's our main event of the evening, and there is Gabriela Fundora, the undisputed flyweight champion of the world.
Yeah, hell of a run that Gabriela Fundora's been on these last couple of years. The youngest undisputed champion, men's or women's, in the 4-belt era, winning it at just 22 years old. Now defending it for the first time and headlining for the first time right near where she was born and raised in Coachella. And she'll do it against Marilyn Badillo, who says that this is her moment. Like, the enthusiasm from Marilyn Badillo this week has been contagious. She is a relative unknown, fighting mostly out of Mexico. She's much more of a defensive-minded fighter than she is offensively oriented, but she has sworn to us, guys, that she has a game plan, that she believes she can do enough to win a decision against Gabriela Fundora. So we're expecting a pretty fun fight.
Well, Badillo's never been beaten herself, so she doesn't know what it's like to lose. That's our main event. Up next right now, though, a very entertaining scrap between Charles Conwell and Jorge Perez. Perez has not shied away from fighting on the inside.
Stop.
With Conwell. That's something that Gabriela Fundora's older brother likes to do. Sebastian Fundora, despite his height and reach advantages, he'll get in there on the inside and mix it up.
I think Conwell's forcing the action, though, on Perez, forcing this kind of fight.
Well, Perez knew that's what was going to happen with Conwell. He does not like going backwards.
Good body work there from Conwell.
Charles, pull it out. Guys, hands are free. Work on that.
You know, one thing Conwell does a lot is he drops.
Jorge, got to get him up.
On the defensive side, he drops to Perez's left. Where Perez, if he throws a right uppercut, he'll land that shot.
All right, stop. No punch. Straight back.
See, Conwell's always resting his head on the left side of Perez. And Perez, what he tries to do is he tries to get him with an overhand right, but then it's a rabbit punch. But if he sneaks in a right uppercut, he'll catch him.
Charles, pull it out.
Left himself open a little bit there, did Perez, for the counter from Conwell. A lot of body to work with for Charles.
Take you right.
And both these guys are flirting with the belt line. Both these guys have thrown some punches that are right on that belt line.
Let the arm go. Pull it out.
Nice counter shots from Perez. Just when you think Conwell's starting to get the momentum.
right, stop. No punch, no punch. Straight back, straight back. Straight back. Listen for that bell, gentlemen.
Chris, are you finding these rounds easy to score, or are they very tight? Because they look tight to me.
They're pretty competitive, that's for sure.
One guy in the ring. One guy in the ring.
Go ahead. Work the cut, bro. Hey, look. Chuck. Why are you trying to fight this dude? You trying to fight him going back. Basic fundamentals of boxing. If the guy taller than you, you can't go back. Basic fundamentals of boxing. Not doing nothing. Come on, man. Slide forward and get on him going to the right, son.
Go, take us out. Mouthpiece.
Some frustration in the corner of Charles Conwell. Anytime you're having to tell your fighter fundamentals, son, that's not a good look.
Yeah, you know, and his corner said drop to the right. Because as I was saying in the last round, Conwell keeps dropping into Perez's left side. And, you know, if Perez and his corner pick up on that habit, you know, they can have a counter for that.
Let's see how Chris has it scored through 6.
Yeah, I've got it dead even, 57-57, 3 rounds to 3 on my scorecard. A lot of these rounds, most of these rounds, have been really competitive. When Conwell wins, when he's digging to the body, throwing clean combinations. But Perez, he has been excellent at countering as well, and he has been able to push Conwell back a fair amount this fight. So 57-57, all even on my scorecard.
Jorge Perez coming off the biggest win of his career back in December over Kudratilo Abdukakarov. That was on the undercard of the Saras Munguia fight card.
All right, stop. No punch, no punch.
And there's your CompuBox numbers. Perez has landed more.
Yeah, thrown 22 more power shots as well. So the power punch is slight edge to Perez.
Hands are free, gentlemen. All right, stop, stop. No punch. Straight back, straight back. Pull the arm out. Pull it out.
I mean, I really don't understand why Conwell keeps dropping to Perez's left side like that. Because when he does that, he's kind of giving himself a blind side. You know, he doesn't see the overhand right coming or if an uppercut can come. See, he's getting hit with combinations right there because he's on the blind side. Right there, got hit with a right.
Stop, stop, no punch, no punch. Straight back.
And see a 4-punch combination from Perez. This is what we were talking about earlier with Conwell kind of abandoning the jab. Like everything coming from Conwell is a power shot.
Go.
It's not to say he can't win that way, but he's most effective when he's leading with that jab.
Charles, pull the arm out. Pull it out.
Taking it downstairs again is Perez.
It's 2 good body shots from Perez.
Work, guys, out of there. Charles, pull the arm out.
Right on the belt line. Perez is just out working Conwell right now.
All right, stop, stop. No punch. Straight back. That's a good punch. That's a legal punch.
But, you know, we thought the last fight was close,
Right,
Chris.
stop, stop. No punch, no
and
punch.
the judges
stop.
thought differently.
Listen for the bell, guys. Listen for the
9
bell.
rounds to 1 for Tristan Kalkrug.
I can tell you everyone from Golden Boy thought it was close too.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Breathe, breathe, deep, deep. Come on, give me some water. Give me some more water. Good, let's go. You are looking for him. This is a tight fight. Just give him nothing. Don't give him anything. Let's go fight. Look for it. Look for it. We need eyes. We need eyes. Throw punches. Throw hard. Keep it in the middle. Keep it in the middle. Don't stay close to him. Don't stay close to him. Far away, from far away. Go.
You know, both corners have similar advice. Conwell's corner wants him on the inside, pressing, pushing Perez back. Perez, his team wants him to stay on the outside. Keep throwing punches. Don't stand in the middle of the ring and trade with him.
Round 8 scheduled for 12. I think a little bit more competitive than most people thought this would be.
Perez doing a nice job with these body shots. He's doubling up the body shots, especially to that right side of Conwell.
Hold the arm out. Jorge, let it go.
Just missing with that right hand was Conwell.
Charles, pull it out. All right, stop. No punch. Straight back.
But that's not what he needs to be looking for. You can't be looking for that one home run shot, especially against a guy that's throwing 5 or 6 punches back. Not all of these shots by Perez are landing. Conwell's defense isn't bad, but when you're reaching in for one big right hand and your opponent is throwing 5, 6, 7 punches back, the judges are going to lean towards the opponent.
Perez again going downstairs.
Pull it out. Pull the arm out.
You know, Conwell's he's not setting things up where, you know, he'll jab, wait for Perez to fire back, slip and fire back. You know, he's right there, allowing Perez to just throw combinations.
Let go of the arm. Let go of the arm.
Conwell, 21 professional fights, also a very decorated amateur fighter. As these two open up a little bit.
Stop. No punch.
There's a good right hand from Perez a moment ago. Conwell kind of rolled with it, but Perez still landed it.
Conwell with 130 amateur fights, began boxing at the age of 11. Good uppercut there from Perez, part of that flurry.
Stop. No punch. Straight back.
Conwell just doesn't look that fatigued right now. I think his corner just wants him to do more, and he looks like he could give more.
All right, stop. No punch. Straight back. Charles, pull the arm out. Pull it out.
But, you know,
right, stop.
Perez is throwing the combinations because he knows where Conwell's going to be. He knows once Conwell drops in, he's dropping right to his left side. That's why Perez is landing a lot of left hooks and a lot of straight right hands. It's not easy to find Conwell. He's right there on the left side.
Let the arm go. Charles, pull it out. Pull the arm out.
This is only the 2nd time Perez has fought in the United States. The 4th time he's ever been outside Mexico.
He is digging on these body shots.
Good right hand for Perez.
All right, stop. No punch. Straight back. Let's go.
You know, Conwell's getting on the inside, but then he just kind of smothers his punches, and he's eating 3 or 4 on the way in.
The only thing I can think of why Conwell keeps fighting and leaning towards the left side is maybe he's trying to protect the cut. But, I mean,
right there.
He's making it easy for Perez to find him.
And how about this? If you haven't heard the news, Jake Paul is back on DAZN pay-per-view from the Honda Center in Anaheim, California, taking on Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. in the co-main event. It'll be Zurdo Ramirez against WBA mandatory challenger Uniel Dorticos. That's Saturday, June the 28th. Should be a great night.
Don't let him lay on you.
Right here, Perez, man, just doing the work. Straight right hand. Conwell came back with a good counter, but Perez is the one that's a lot more active, landing body shots. Good defense right here by Conwell. But Perez keeps firing back.
In slow motion, we can tell those punches aren't landing, or most of them weren't landing. But at real speed, they look like they were clipping him, and that's what the judges are seeing.
Let him go. Let it go, Charles. All right, stop. No punch. Go.
How comfortable would you be in the corner right now, Charles Conwell, Chris?
Not at all. I mean, he can't be comfortable now. I don't think Charles Conwell's corner has been comfortable since the opening round. They were telling him after the first round, hey, we know it's a 12-round fight, but you got to pick up the pace here. And look, he's just For a fighter as skilled as Charles Conwell is, who has the experience that he has, just getting stuck on the inside doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, he's got to find a way to wriggle free and throw combinations, because Perez is finding a way to throw those combinations.
And I'm going to sound like a broken record, but it's like Conwell's glued to the left side of Perez, man. I'm telling you. And Perez is already catching on to that because he's starting to land the left uppercut because he knows that Conwell's going to be on that side. Tell me when Conwell's fighting and dropping over to the right side of Perez. He's just not doing it.
Off the head, off the head.
We're halfway through round 9.
Pull your arm out, Charles.
Perez perhaps about 3 rounds away from the biggest win of his career. But it is close, and we're expecting Conwell to turn it on at any point now. We've seen him grind guys down, but he's never been 12 rounds before as Conwell, so he might be questioning how good his tank is going to be the last couple rounds. Good right hand there from Charles.
Jorge, pull your arm out. Pull it out, Jorge. Jorge, pull your arm out. Charles, pull yours.
Nice jab right there by Perez. Nice one.
Stop. No punch. Good.
Perez slipping and rolling, avoiding shots.
Stop. No punch.
You know, he's more in the rhythm right now.
Jorge, pull your arm out. Pull it out, Jorge. All right, stop. No punch. Gotta pull it out when I say pull out, right? Good.
Conwell almost is getting too close to Perez, isn't he? It needs to step like a foot backwards and really stretch out those punches.
Listen for that bell,
and I don't know if he's fighting that way because he's trying to avoid getting hit
right there
on that cut over that right eye, but it's just not good for him.
Perfect. That's the way to do it. How are you feeling? You have enough air? Okay, we need 3 more rounds. 3 more rounds. This is the 10th round. This is the most important rounds. We need to win them. We need to be on top of them a lot. Repeat, 1, 2, 1, 2. Don't stop, all right? This last round, you threw half of your punches. Do not get close to him. Don't get close to him. If you get close, you cannot throw far away punches. 1, 2, uppercut, jab. Do a couple steps to the side, not back, to the side. Don't go back because then he will beat on you. Let's go.
You went. Jorge. 10. Number 10.
You know, there's been some conversations about open scoring. We've seen it in a lot of other fight disciplines, and right now in the WBC tournament over in Riyadh, that massive featherweight tournament, they're showing the scores after rounds 2 and after rounds 4. I'd love to know what the scores are right now, but instead we'll turn it to Chris Mannix for the unofficial scores. And look at that, Chris.
Yeah, I've got an 87-84 in favor of Perez. These last 4 rounds, I thought his activity, his accuracy, you know, Charles Conwell is coming forward, but it's Perez that's landing the cleaner shots. Clearly, Perez's corner is pretty happy with what they've seen, and we've seen more urgency coming from the corner of Charles Conwell. So Charles Conwell, on my scorecard anyway, needs to step on the gas as we head towards the championship rounds.
Boy, Perez has fought the perfect fight. He's done everything his corner has asked him to do. And he is really flowing right now.
Don't push up, Charles.
And even when Conwell's throwing combinations right there, Perez is slipping, rolling,
good job,
not getting hit with the shots. Good jab right there by Perez.
And again, even if those punches aren't landing, Perez is just busier. And it's forcing Conwell to react instead of being first.
You know, Conwell's not doing himself no favors fighting the inside and then giving himself a blind. You know, when you're leaning to the right, you can't see the right hand coming. And he keeps getting hit with that shot.
Very similar statistics. Look at the total punches landed and thrown. Very close. Nice right hand there from Conwell.
Right here on the inside, Conwell's throwing shots, but there's no balance. There's no foundation under him. He's leaning too much on Perez as he's firing. Nice shot right there.
Charles, stop. I know, it's all right.
That was one of the better sequences from Charles Conwell in the second half of this fight. Landed a clean shot on Perez against the ropes.
Stop. Straight back.
Conwell facing some real adversity in this fight.
Charles, pull the arm off.
Champions
Let it go.
find ways to win.
All right, stop. No punch. Straight back.
He wants to be a champion, and he's got to see his way through this very difficult challenge in front of him.
All right, stop.
Good left hand, yeah, for Conwell. That moved Perez off the line. And we will head to the championship rounds.
Grown man stuff from here, bro. Grown man stuff from here, son. Grown man. You got to bite down. You just got to get on down and get him, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to put 6 inches in your combination, though.
That one's from a punch. This one's from an accidental headbutt. Just so you know, all right?
Yeah, man.
Right here, nice short inside work by both fighters, but you know, I think Perez got the best of that. Even though those are 2 good shots right there by Conwell. Nice overhand right. And his hands go, yeah, that one right there seemed like it bucked Perez.
Let's go. God bless you. Come on.
Who would you rather be right now, Gabe? Charles or Jorge?
Man, I think Perez, man. You know, he's more in a rhythm. You know, Conwell's in the game, but the guy that's in rhythm is Perez.
All right, stop.
You heard the corner of Conwell saying it's grown man time.
You guys are locked up. Don't throw another punch, because all you're doing is hitting each other on the back of the heads, all right? Understand? Go.
I don't think Perez understood. He didn't speak English.
All right, stop. Good job. Straight back.
But I think the message from Conwell's corner is, hey, it's time to fight. It's 2 guys in the parking lot. Go get it.
I don't understand why at this point of the fight, Conwell doesn't drop to the left side. Drop to the left side and create a different kind of offense. Perez already knows what you got coming, because you keep doing the same thing over and over. You got to make an adjustment and start dropping over to Perez left side.
And I think Conwell is on the inside to avoid smothering these shots. He's got to take half a step back. He's done it a couple of times over the last round and a half, but just take half a step back and land those shots.
He's got to get inside, but he's getting too far inside.
All right, stop. No punch. Straight back.
So say, don't let Perez lean on you. Don't let him tie you up. Just take a little half a step back. Clear some space for you. This is something we've seen from Conwell. Conwell had 3 great fights in a row over the last year. 3 of them, all 3 ended by knockout. He's got the power to fight this style, but he's getting too smothered on the inside against Perez.
Yeah, his last fight was a 7th round knockout over Vergara.
Right, stop. No punch. Straight back.
Digging deep was Perez. Conwell almost gave him a free shot.
Right, stop. No punch. Straight back. Let's go.
Nice body work by Perez. Ripping that left hook to the body.
Both men in their athletic primes. Conwell 27, Perez 28.
All right, stop. No punch. Straight back.
And Conwell, he's leaning so far to the right that he might as well have blindfolds on. You can't see nothing coming back when you're that far to the right.
All right, stop. No punch.
Can Conwell find a way to grind out a victory here? It hasn't been pretty. by any means necessary.
All right, stop. Stop. No punch. Straight back. All right, stop. Stop. No punch. Straight back. Listen for that bell.
3 minutes to go.
Right
Hey, we got 1 round to finish this dude, right? We got 1 round to finish the dude. The shots is there, B.
We're going to touch gloves at the bell, all right?
Listen, man. Would you freaking sit in front of him, roll your shoulders, drop, and then get to the right and throw more?
Man, right here, Perez landing that left hook to the liver constantly in this fight, in the round. Nice shot right there. And Conwell's just leaning too far to that left. So he really doesn't have leverage on the shots because he's too far inside. He's not giving himself enough leverage to land power punches.
Chris. The message from Conwell's corner was almost like you need to knock him out. Is that the vibe you were hearing over there?
I think they know he needs a big round. I think both these guys probably believe that the fight is in the balance and they need a big round to squeeze it out. And I think they're right. I think this fight could go either way.
Here's Chris's scorecard as we head into the 12th.
Yeah, I've got it 105-104 in favor of Perez. I thought Conwell's defense was pretty good in that last round. Perez was digging down, but as you saw in some of those replays, Conwell is getting that arm down to block some of those shots. But you know, there hasn't been a lot of conclusive rounds. Really, both these guys kind of in the corner, in each other's face, smothering a lot of these shots.
Let it go.
It's a very competitive fight.
You know, I don't know if this is the first time that Conwell's been cut, but it's ever since he received the cut. I believe it was probably the 3rd round. Is the style of the fight changed?
But it's not really a big cut. I mean, it's not dripping blood in his eye.
It's not, but in his mind, it could be big. You know, because it kind of. And I feel that that's the reason why he's smothering himself, because he's trying to avoid getting hit.
Well, right now, Conwell is doing what his corner told him, just sitting in the pocket and letting his hands fly. But Perez has been getting the better of the action here in round 12.
Nice.
That's the range he wants to be at, but again, he just crashes into the body. Like right here, just stand and fire.
See, it's like you got him on the rope. Stop smothering yourself. Give yourself room to land some hard shots.
Chance of Chino from the crowd here. The first ever boxing card at the Front Wave Arena in Oceanside, California, getting their money's worth.
All right, stop. No punch, no punch. Straight back.
And we still got the main event to come next.
Nice combination by Perez.
Perez fighting his heart out, win or lose. Giving us the best performance he's ever had.
And Perez going 12th here, and he hasn't looked very tired at all. He still looks pretty fresh, just like Charles Conwell.
Nice combination. And you know, Conwell's pressing the action, but the one that's landing the most effective shots is Perez.
Stop. Straight back. Let's go.
Right hand lands for Perez.
All right, stop. No punch. Straight back, Charles. Watch it, Charles.
Conwell glances at the clock. Good right hand.
All right, stop. No punch. Straight back. Listen for that bell, gentlemen.
Who do you have? Is it Jorge Perez or Charles Conwell? Somebody's going to get some bad news. Perez thinks he's done it. Hard to argue with that enthusiasm. What do you think, Gabe? What's your gut tell you?
Man, I think Perez closed that last round solid. It was a tight fight. Man, it could go either way, but I'm leaning a little bit more towards Perez.
I think he definitely won that last round. Will that be the difference? Either way, you can tell in the corner of Conwell, they are not happy at all. Perez's corner, they act like he just won the Super Bowl. And who's going to win? Next weekend, Chris Eubank Jr. against Connor Benn, picking up where their fathers left off. One of the most highly anticipated fights in UK history, live from Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, available for purchase now on DAZN. Conwell not exactly the face of confidence right there, Gabe.
You know, like I said, I think the cuts really affected him. They weren't bad cuts. You know, there wasn't like blood in his eyes covering, but you know, some guys react different because it's like he's over-smothered himself the moment he received those cuts, and it favored Perez, that style.
Chris Mannix gave the 10 or gave the 12 to Perez and the fight to Perez, but what he thinks doesn't matter. It's the 3 official judges ringside. Chris Migliore, Lou Moret, and Damian Walton. The responsibility falls to them. Will Charles Conwell suffer defeat for the first time in his career and halt all of the momentum that he's worked so hard to get? Jorge Perez, on the other hand, called this the opportunity of a lifetime. I'm finally getting my chance. 7 straight wins following a split decision loss. Has he picked up the biggest win of his life? Joe Martinez has the scores.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards. Judge Chris Migliore scores at 115-113 Perez. Dr. Lou Moret, 115-113 Conwell. And Damian Walton scores it 115-113. Your winner by split decision, desde Sinaloa, México, Jorge Chino Perez.
Jorge Perez with the stunner in the co-main event, beating Bad News Charles Conwell by a split decision.
Man, look, man, it was a fair call. It was a close fight. You know, Perez, he got the job done. Combinations, landing cleaner shots. And that left hook to the body was beautiful. He kept landing that shot over and over. Disappointing defeat for Conwell.
He was just supposed to be a stepping stone for Conwell as he made his charge up the ratings, or up the rankings rather, but instead he was a stone wall and put a halt to Conwell and picked up the 33rd win of his career, and by far the biggest. And his prize, he gets to talk to Chris Mannix.
Jorge, congratulations. When that final bell rang, did you believe you did enough to win?
Cuando la campana dijo que la pelea se acabó, ¿pensaste que hiciste lo suficiente para ganar?
Sí, mi equipo estaba viendo, es el que miraba la pelea.